Meryl, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get an amazing tarot card reading from a haunted house and a creepy graveyard. How are you tonight? Hey, Texas. Saying hi but falling asleep. Me too. Me too. Right on. Well, it's so nice to see you both. Yeah, I don't know who's going to be able to take me seriously in this hat. Calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Spirit, what do we need to know now? Is there anything we need to know now as a collective message for anyone who may be here now in the chat, may visit the chat later, may watch the replay? Spirit, what do we need to know now about this time and liminal space? Love, magic, communication, comfort, letting go of fears through finding comfort to communicate with the people that we feel closest to and most creative around. Lots of wonderful messages here in the Ace of Cups, the Magician. I love that Magician card. That Three of Pentacles, this High Priestess, trust the process. I love how the little character's sitting there with like his IKEA directions, trying to figure out how to build his castle. So yeah, trust the process while you're building your castle, whatever that castle might be. It could be taking better care of your body. It could literally be your home, your living space, where you live, your community, your family, all that stuff combined. Just don't shit where you sleep, Spirit says. Pardon my French. That was me channeling Spirit, not me actually saying that. Oh yeah, I love that deck. In fact, I use that deck so much often that I feel like I feel a little bit naked without it, because it is the deck that I use to mostly just get direct messages from Spirit. I had a big old stink bug on the screen before I, like, go on with the rest of my night here online on YouTube. I was late because I literally had a stink bug the size of a quarter, man, on the screen of the iPad. And I smelled it before I saw it, and I turned the iPad on and I saw it on the screen, and I was like, oh lordy. So I ended up putting it in this sunflower behind me, and it's happy. So I'm just gonna let it live in the sunflower, much better than it being on the iPad. Oh my god, it was so confused. I finally got it to get off the iPad. My god, and it smells like a big bushel of cilantro on a hot summer day. So I got the windows up and the fan on, and I'm cooking up some eucalyptus. Oh yeah, and I have another deck that goes with it. So there's the postcards from Liminal Space, and then the whatever cards from Liminal Space. And I should get that. You know what? I'll look around for the other one. The other, it's just like this. These decks are very rare and very expensive. In fact, the one that I put away that I would need to go and seek out. I mean, I know where it is. I'm just too lazy to get up and go over there and get it. So I'll bring it back tomorrow night. It's this sister to this deck. It's a little bit more expensive. That's why it's put away in a box. Last time I checked, that tarot deck is worth 500 bucks. And I put it away because Spirit told me to only take it out for special occasions. So I feel called now to take them back out. And we'll use them tomorrow night. It needs to go outside. Yeah, well, if I put it outside, it's just going to crawl back under the door. So I surrender to the stink bug. It's just one, not like 10 or 20 or 50 or 100. So it's just one. I'm alright. It's not a roach, thank God. You know, it's not a deadly spider or bug, so I'm not freaking out too bad. Although I'm pretty freaked out about the smell. But they only, I guess he must have gotten scared. It must have been my hat. God, for all I know, it could have been sleeping in my hat. I mean, can you imagine like being the size of your thumbnail? And something like me walks up and is looking at you. And like trying to pick you up and take you somewhere. I think that would be pretty fucking scary. Whether I was prehistoric or not. Hey, welcome to the Chammy. Welcome back to the haunted house. How are you tonight? Hey Pam, how are you, honey? Oh, my day is awesome. How's your day been? Thanks so much for asking. What are y'all up to tonight? How's your day been, Pam? I don't know. And only because of the hat. Only because of the peppermint. Am I here tonight? Y'all check out my Christmas single. It's in the pinned comment. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. You woke up today, so you had a good day. Let's see if what do y'all want for Christmas? My day was a lot of being on the phone and waiting for phone calls back, like to come back to me. So it was another phone day. I'm surprised I'm here and haven't died from the talking on the phone, especially to strangers. Hey, thanks so much for your support. I appreciate that. Ashton, I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, Spirit. How's your day going? Were you asking a question about somebody with the astrological sign of the zodiac Cancer? The zodiac sign Cancer? Hey Mojo, nice to see you again, dear. How have you been? Merry Christmas. How's everybody doing tonight? What do y'all want for Christmas? I need some clothes. What do I want for Christmas? I don't know. I want my whatever my dad's dreams are to come true. How about that? I want my dogs to be happy and healthy, and I want all of you to be happy and healthy. I haven't put my tree up yet because I have nowhere to plug it in. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to get a battery operated tree. Maybe I'll have to like charge that little tree I had last year on the table when I was doing lives. Like it's a little tree that like it's glittery and lights up. It's about 2 feet tall. I think it might be made from a Coke bottle. So, you know, Chad, the smaller ones are much better than the bigger ones. So when you're picking out an eggplant, make sure you're picking out the smaller ones that are darker instead of the bigger ones that are purple. Less seeds. Also, you might want to sex your eggplants because eggplants can come on a shelf at the grocery market, female and male. Find out more at Google. So that's how I know these things. So yeah, have fun picking out eggplants now. I actually got one at the market tonight. You want to see it? You want to see it, Pam? You want to see my eggplant? Hey, Nicole, what's up? Chad, you want to see my eggplant? My eggplant's way bigger than yours. Oh, you gonna go to bed, Nicole? I gotta go to bed too. Let's go to bed, just like that Cure song says. What are you doing tonight? What are you doing this weekend, Nicole? Yeah, I'm gonna be back Saturday. I'll be back Sunday. I'll be back Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I'll be around Monday. Is that when you think you'll come back? Is Monday, Nicole? What is the 19th? Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't be here on Monday. And that's like I fall asleep and you know I don't wake up in time for the live. Which sometimes happens. It's happened like twice in 3 years, maybe 3 times. I gotta take my dad to the seeing eye doctor today. And I don't know if I'm gonna be changing my oil or someone else gonna be changing my oil in my car. But I'm telling you what. Meryl, did you ever get your car the car situation you were having? I'm pretty sure everything worked out. I'm just asking about it, I guess, because it crossed my mind, because I'm dealing with an oil leak. And I know it's not the transmission because we just changed the filter. We just put new transmission fluid in it. Well, half transmission fluid in it. Old cars like that, you can't put, you can't drain all the fluid, the transmission fluid out of it and refill it with new transmission fluid. You gotta like do half and half, or you'll break your car. I'm not really sure if it's like that for newer cars. Probably is. Maybe not. I don't know. I've never had a new car, so. So I'm pretty sure I would figure out the difference really quick, but I can't believe that for like an oil change in England it's $300. Would you pay $300 for an oil change? I'm just curious. For oil change for your car? I mean, doesn't that just seem like absolutely crazy? So I guess it's about 90 without the diagnostics, but still, with diagnostics, which they usually talk you into diagnostics. Didn't they talk you into diagnostics, Meryl? You gonna try for Sunday night? Okay, yeah, come by Sunday. What time is good on Sunday for you? I'll be here. Sometimes on Sundays I like to start a little bit earlier. Because, I don't know why, because I'm crazy. Okay. I guess because I like to start Monday earlier than the other days of the week. Because Monday's pretty busy. Well, we miss you too, honey, so just come by anytime you can, okay? And I'll be here, or somebody will be here. If I'm not here, the ghosts will be here. If the ghosts are not here, the dogs might be here. Maybe Frank and Dad will walk by. She'll be here. So all readings are buy one, get one free. You can get the $5 reading. Now, what's different about the $5 reading compared to the $6 one is the $6 one you can actually ask up to 3 questions. If you want to get just the $5 one, you can just get the $5 one. I'll ask Spirit what you need to know right now. It's not you asking the tarot cards a question, it's me asking Spirit what you need to know right now. Remember, every reading is buy one, get one free. Hey, Zeus. Hey, Kevin. I can't play Taylor Swift in the chat. I don't have a music license. Despite being under YouTube's terms of service and being a YouTube partner and them having a music license that should cover all of YouTube, it doesn't cover me to give me permission to play her music for you. But if you'd like to donate the money to the channel for me to buy a mechanical license, sure, I'll play Taylor Swift all day for you. So tonight's special is the buy one, get one free. Any reading that you get is buy one, get one free. You can get the $5 What You Need to Know Right Now reading. You can also get the $6 reading, which you can ask up to 3 questions. You can also get the 11/11 Love reading, the $20 Past, Present, Future, or the $30 General reading. If you cannot do your paid reading tonight, if you cannot do your free reading after the paid reading, you can always do your free reading later at another time. Hey Kevin, yeah, welcome back. No, not yet. I think Molly was at a birthday party, and I think that Metal Rain might actually either be busy or sleeping, or maybe he's working. I haven't heard from him tonight. He may have had something to do with Ileana. I can't remember though. So at the butt crack of dawn, I woke up Pam and I called Social Security on one phone and was on hold till they closed. And then on the other phone, they called me 25 minutes after they closed. So that's what I did today. I kind of been worried about Molly all day and haven't caught up with her yet today because she kind of had a bad day yesterday. But she's okay tonight. She went to a birthday party, so that was good to hear from her. But she might not be in the chat because she's probably driving home, or she might have gone to sleep already because, yeah, I played phone tag. I was trying to help my dad with something. But we finally found the publication we needed. I guess they changed a bunch of stuff for socialsecurity.gov. And I had to fix all that. Do I have Discord? No, I don't use Discord. Yeah, I used to have Discord, yeah. I don't talk to anyone on it, so I don't use it anymore. Back then I did not use Discord. I only used Ventrilo. Because it was bad enough that I was the red mage. So can you imagine a red mage trying to run Discord and Ventrilo? Oh my god, no. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No. No. So that's why I just kept with the Ventrilo, because it was so much easier and it did not lag out everything I did on Final Fantasy at the time. TeamSpeak, nah. Only Ventrilo. Terror has so many recordings of salvage runs. Drunk salvage runs with a lot of the gang that ran in Remnants. I must say though, if I had like more time, I would probably definitely be trying to do salvage runs again just for fun. Play your song. Okay, let me see if I can find it. I'll look for it right now. Excuse me. So I found FFXI Christmas in Lower Juneau. Christmas music with HD mods. Is this it? Meryl, my dog made a sound today that sounded like a French horn. I don't know, I thought you might make you chuckle. It was quite cute. Wow. So it's like Juno music with the Christmas spice, okay. That's so cute. Remember how they had like all kinds of fun gifts and games, and man, it really was like amazing, wasn't it? Is it still even running? I mean, could we like go there now to Juneau if we wanted to? I think if I had more time, I would definitely be in Juneau instead of on YouTube. It's so much better there. miss all my gear, and especially my my dancer outfit and my red mage hat, and I miss all my miss all the things I had that like decorated my mod house. I had all kinds of like really unique and rare stuff in my mod house. And then, didn't they have like some kind of thing they changed it, like where you could have some kind of like customizable homes, or you could live in places that weren't like Bastock, Juneau, I mean not Juneau, Bastock, Sandoria, Windhurst. I forget, it's been so long. I wanted to start playing it again, but I just haven't been able to find any time. But I didn't think that they were updating the game anymore. But, I mean, I guess there's plenty of stuff to do, even if they don't update it anymore. No way. Really? So what did they redo about Limbus? New NM's new gear. Wow. That sounds really interesting and fun. Wow, Omega and Ultima on crack. That sounds absolutely crazy. And terrifying at the same time. I mean, how many people is that going to take to kill? Or is it some kind of crazy shit now where you can solo it? Can't you just like solo the whole game now? Like there's no point in even trying. It's an open battlefield. Oh, well, that's interesting. So is it kind of like an open battlefield, like that dragon in the castle thing? Okay. Ever heard Ram Ranch by Grant McDonald? No. No, I'm sorry. I only listen to music from Japanese video games. Oh, I miss Besieged. Oh my god, I love Besieged. Oh, it was always good seeing seeing people just drop. Oh my god, 4 years in April. Let me see if this computer still has it on it. Yep, I still have the FFXI setup for the US. And of course, I know my login credentials by heart. Hey, Midnight Blue, how have you been? What's up? Happy Friday. So what would be like the first thing you'd want to do, you know, when you go back, Meryl? Do you have a boyfriend in the new year? God, I hope so. Let's see what Spirit needs you to know about that right now. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Just pay the rest whenever you can. Let's see what Spirit needs you to know right now. Did we do your free reading the last time? I'm sorry, I can't remember. I've been on the phone all week, so my brain is fried from the EMF radiation. So the energy is the Empress and the Four of Swords. Very interesting cards. Spirit, will she have a boyfriend in the new year? Will she have a boyfriend in the new year? So it's time to start thinking about, yes, very much, that you already have a boyfriend. What does it feel like? What do you think it would be like? Who would you be? Who would he be? How would it be? How would it make your life better? How would it make your single life that you're already happy in, you know, 100 times better? Because what? You put all your energy back into you in this Empress card. Okay, so you just have to remember, alright, Midnight Blue, that this is what people like about you, is this Empress energy, that fiery, passionate, spunky Empress, spicy energy with the devil next to it. Like, you are definitely somebody's wish fulfilled. So you've got to start embodying what it's like to already be somebody's girlfriend, if that's what you want. You've got to stop being the version of yourself that you don't want to be. Okay? I want to be Gem from Gem and Holograms, but I'm really Stormy with blue hair. So I'm sitting here tonight dressed like Gem. So I gotta define the lines. But you have to understand also that this card is Four Swords. It is definitely about like a calm before the storm, a calm before the excitement starts. It's time to rest, relax, soothe yourself, take care of yourself, be creative about the Empress energy in you that you want to channel. And also remember, when you go to bed at night, be creative with your thoughts in regards to your imagination and your feelings, how you're reflecting to in regards to your actions and your reactions to those feelings you're having about having a boyfriend. Alright? Go to bed tonight as if you already have a boyfriend. Would he be there next to you? Or would he be texting you on the phone? If he was there next to you, maybe have an imaginary conversation. Get into the idea that, of what you would talk about and how you would feel before bed, and, and where you're going to go for breakfast in the morning or something. I don't know. Whatever gets you into the idea of you already have it, Midnight Blue, because you do already have it. The more that you expect it and live from it, you don't have to believe in it. You don't even have to believe in the cards that they have suggested that you'll have a boyfriend in the new year. It's going to happen. Your wish fulfilled. It already has. So, put your big girl panties on and keep them clean. Please. Spirit says. Hey Ari, welcome back to the Chammy. Well, maybe you should ask him out on a date. Thanks, Ari. Did you go with red for Christmas? Is that what's going on in your profile picture? I still might change mine. Oh, maybe that's from your Halloween costume. Okay, I see, I see. So it's like a red bow or something like that on your head. I can't see the bow. I think it was a bow. Is that a bow? I thought it was a red wig. Oh, you might look really good with a 99J, which is like a really pretty burgundy color. Unfortunately, I can't find one I like, so I'm not a 99J for Christmas. So if you find a 99J you like, Ari, let me know. You feel a bit homesick too? Go home. You'll be much happier, I promise. Look, Ari, I support you, right? But trust me, you'll be way happier at home. And you know, you'll have so much more room to do so many more fun things in your life. And but it's up to you, honey. I mean, has anybody offered to help get you off the floor yet? Yeah, really. I mean, you know, it's not that, you know, there are probably times that do feel good, yes, that you're in your own place and you know, but if you're also feeling that way, there's nothing wrong with you feeling that way either. There, especially with what you're kind of putting up with in regards to the roommate thing. I know you said that you were pretty uncomfortable with that. Or at least it made you feel weird. Or made you feel something enough to be in chat talking about it. Well, I'd like to find you in a comfortable situation for Christmas. I'd like you to be comfortable. I mean, did you sign a lease? Or make an agreement with her about staying a certain amount of time, or nobody cares user ZI307 whatever. Like, as if you're the only one with a dick around here. As if none of us have ever seen one or talked about one. Or don't know what it is. Well, either way, it feels weird. It feels weird, but it feels good, but it feels weird. You know, just do what feels right to you. And have fun with whatever you do. So what's the weirdest thing? What is it that feels the weirdest to you about, like, being there but not with your mom? I mean, I gotta be real honest. Like, these are some of the reasons that I decided to move back in with my parents at some point in my life, because I had serious issues with roommates who were disrespectful. And it was like, you know, what am I doing, like, wasting my time and my money on these people that don't give a fuck about my shit, or how much money time I'm putting into us trying to all, like, have our own place. That kind of stuff bothers me. Like, and that's why I was like, I was just sick of getting lied to, stolen from, cheated, beaten up, just fucking, ugh. You know, I just wanted to be able to have some peace and live with someone I got along with and could trust. Talking about them weighing, like, what the fuck? Like, do we women's look like we care? No. You're right, nasty asses. Oh God, what's this one gonna say? Well, I'm glad you feel like she's a great friend overall. That's awesome. So, but you had to have moved out for a reason. Or did you move out because, did you move out because you wanted to? Did you move out because you felt it was the right time? Did you move out because maybe you felt like that was what you needed to do to find a boyfriend or a partner or have actual sex? Did you think that maybe it was going to be a good thing for you financially? Did you think it was going to be a good thing for you mentally, emotionally, physically? I mean, was there something about it that made you feel like it was going to make you happier, healthier, and wealthier? Why do you think you're being judgmental? It's not about her. It's about you. She's not living in your skin. You don't owe her shit. Except rent. You know what I mean? Like, pick up after yourself at least, please. But how do you know? You know, do you know because she's talking to you about it all the time, and now we're talking about it, or because are you like sleeping on the floor in your room and you have to listen to it or something? Like at this point, I would never be home. Oops. Sorry, that was an accident, Ari. That was a complete accident. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. I was trying to read your messages and somehow, let me go back and read them. So, like, at the same time, why should I care about her having sex with guys? Like, yeah, I don't want her to get NSC that she can't get rid of. I'm so sorry. Sorry. There you go. Well, I mean, you wanted to move out. I guess what I'm trying to ask you is why did you want to move out? Was it just to be able to move out? Was it like just to... I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm one of these people that I think about things too deeply before I do them, I guess. But why would living with your mom not give you freedom? I mean, I don't understand that. How does it give you less independence? From what? Doing the dishes? Like, what are you doing at your new place that you are so free and independent that you were not free and have the same independence that your mom's. I'm just trying to understand like where you're coming from. So please forgive me, because okay, so what was it about your mom that was driving you crazy? Controlling and pushy about what? What am I drinking? I'm drinking it's a polar water. It's a ginger mule. It has ginger and lime seltzer water in the can. And then I have a little bit of Chardonnay in my vintage. This is a vintage holiday glass from, I believe, Parties. Aren't they cute? It's got like little cranberries, and I think it's Hardee's. Oh no, it's Arby's. 1985 Christmas collection. Can you believe it? Look how cute that is. I think it says 1985. Is that what that says? I don't have my glasses. I didn't have any dishes, so there was a nice lady at the church who gave them to us because she had too many. Yeah, wow, 1985. This glass is older than me. Such a pretty glass from 1985. So cute. And it's got the pretty little like golden ring around it too, around the mouthpiece. Your mom was on your ass more, like with chores and all that stuff, but that's normal. That's life. You gotta keep your ass clean. You gotta keep your teeth clean. You gotta keep your hair clean, your nails clean, your body clean. You gotta keep your house clean, your bed sheets clean. You gotta do your laundry once a week. You gotta do your dishes every day, every other day, or at least if you don't want to be doing your dishes every day, you gotta be rinsing them off and putting them on the dish rack so they'll dry off and you can use them again later. Or, you know, do the whole smart rinse, repeat, recycle shit where it's like, oh, I'm doing dishes, now I'm putting them away. That way when they do get dirty, rinse them off, put them in the dishwasher. You're pretty much doing the dishes without doing the dishes. So, you just have to understand that wherever you go, there you are, Ari. So whether you're living at mom where you're feeling more comfortable and doing dishes, or you're living at your roommate's doing her dirty dishes, what it's going to matter at the end of the day is, are you saving money? Are you pursuing your dreams? And are you comfortable? Because wherever you go, there you are. You're going to still have to clean your toilet, clean up your shit, clean up after yourself, and help people out. Well, there you go. There's your answer. You just felt tired of living with your mom. But, you know, and it might be that, you know, you've moved out, so you're experiencing some things that maybe you didn't experience before, or maybe didn't think you were going to experience, or, you know, you could, right now, you could be living with such a pushy roommate who puts signs up to remind you of your chores. You know, be thankful it's not put the toilet seat down sign, wash your hands sign, put the dish away sign, put your food over here sign, not over here sign. You know what I mean? Like, you know, at least you don't have, you know, at least it's just your mom. It's not like some, you know what I mean? But if you feel safe where you are, Ari, I mean, but I'm just not sure you feel comfortable, I guess. I guess I'm picking up from you that you maybe just don't feel comfortable. There's nothing wrong with being 21 and having the V card. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I promise. It's a very normal thing. Well, nothing wrong with that either. But, you know, you just very well may find yourself incredibly lonely, you know, not wanting to be just doing hookups. But, who knows? Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with staying over at your mom's house, too. You know, just because you live somewhere else don't mean you can't go and see your mom or go spend the night with her sometimes during the week. All right, sweetheart, Pam, get some rest. Bless you too, sweetheart. I love you. Sweet dreams when you get there. It's all right. No, you can't be comfortable. I mean, maybe you could just get these people to tell you ahead of time when they're gonna be doing whatever. And yeah, go somewhere else. Go to your mom's house or something, you know. You know, your roommate's gonna have her boyfriend over that weekend, so you decide to spend that weekend with your mom. Can't hurt. God, if I had to hear my parents having sex, I would die. I would die. I would just die. God, I'm dying right now. Just thinking about you having to hear your parents having sex. Oh, I think I just died a little. And I don't really want to hear my roommate having sex either. I don't really want to listen to someone else eat or watch someone else eat a sandwich. I'm sorry. Call me a stingy bitch, but that's just who I am. Honest. Honestly, Ari. Do I have advice for getting over a bully? Yeah, bully him right back. I don't know. I have no advice getting over bullying. Yeah, you know, you could just. Oh, you said getting over bullying. Do you have advice with getting over bullying? I don't really understand that question. Sorry, I don't know how to help you. Pay $5 for a tarot card reading. Spirit will know how to help you. Oh God, listening to anyone have sex. I do not want to hear that shit. No, I don't want to hear anybody having sex. Sorry. Now, I know a lot of people will pay good money to hear people have sex. How much money would you pay to hear people have sex? Would you pay to come here and listen to people have sex? Is that even legal on YouTube? It's probably really bad of me to say that. Why did I go there? It is an ASMR chat. So, ASMR Live Tarot. You never know what I'm gonna say. I don't watch porn. So you wouldn't pay to listen to somebody you wouldn't listen to pay. So you wouldn't pay to listen. But you'll pay to watch and listen. So would you pay to so what about if it was like a avatar? What if it was AI porn? Would you watch it then? So they didn't make AI porn. Has that been happening yet? Has that happened? Has that started yet? Okay, so you'd be willing to make sex videos by yourself and have people pay you, or just do porn? I wouldn't pay to watch it. So what if you got paid to be watched or listened, or be listened to? I'm just curious. Well, you know, whether it's ASMR or not, would you do it? Might be better than Wendy's. And then who would need a roommate? You just need your cat at that point. Okay, so you wouldn't do ASMR porn unless people are paying you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not for free. Like, that would be like doing free tarot. Yeah, ASMR porn is funny. It always makes me laugh. I mean, there's so many different levels of it too. But yeah, just stick with whatever you're comfortable with. You know, if you're happy where you live in, stay happy. And remember that even if you do miss your mom since you moved out, you know, you can always go visit. Maybe it's not so much that, like, you want to go and ask your mom if you can move back in, but more like you want to make sure it's cool with mom if you want to come and spend the weekend with her or a night with her. You know, especially if the roommate's going to be, you know what I'm saying, keeping you up all night and you got to go to work the next morning. Or keeping you up all day and night and you got to go, you know what I mean? March Pisces men really ain't shit. You always say the funniest stuff. That should be a t-shirt. Yeah. March Pisces men really ain't shit. I want that shirt right there. Oh, it's cute. Yeah, I want to remember that one. You're supposed to go on a date with a March Pisces guy yesterday, but they never texted me. Yeah, fuck them. Flaky, slimy bitches. I'm kidding, Pisces. I apologize. I'm a Scorpio. I'm blunt. I can't help it. What do they call Scorpio? The blue crab? So you kind of just been watching that phone for him to text you, huh? I just stopped giving a fuck. Does that mean that, like, I'm lazy or don't care? No. I just feel so much more like preoccupied with, you know, my dogs, myself, my art, my life. I think there was a time when, like, I spent a lot of my time in that energy, but it got boring waiting around for people to text. It got boring waiting around for people to talk to me, message me, send me, call me. And I got really addicted to looking at the phone for that. So after a couple years of having the phone and realizing that about myself, I changed it. You know, and I would set little reminders about getting off the phone and doing something else. Well, there's nothing wrong with caring too much about every fucking thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think what's wrong is us feeling like we're time restricted with everything. Like, you know, especially when we're women. Oh, be careful, you're gonna turn 20. You know, you're gonna turn 30. You know, you're gonna turn 40. You know, and there's always this like looming cloud of time is against us kind of thing as women. But you know what? I think that the less that we let time get away with us, you know, the more that we are going to, you know, play a better game of life. Be able to adapt to what suits us and reflect back the energy we need to. Not necessarily matching other people's energy, but matching the energy vibrationally that we want to be reflecting, seeing, experiencing, like night and day. And as well as working on that self-concept, you know, more than, say, usual. I mean, from the way I eat to the way I care about myself, like, it's, you know, other people can't be impeccable with me. I need to at least be impeccable with myself. The other guy you met was literally 30 years old and literally gave you his number. Just for him to not text back or answer calls. It's okay. The man in my dreams left me unseen. But you know what, Ari? You know, I know he still loves me. And I still love him. And, you know, I still, you know, respect, love, cherish, and adore him. And I know that he still thinks I'm the most beautiful woman in the world. And that's all that matters. You know, and I'm not going to think differently of him. Because I don't want to get lost in the, like, the painful shit. I don't want to get lost in that version of me that's like, he answered only one call and didn't text back and left me unseen. Man, I don't want to be that version of myself. You know, I don't want to, like, be... I don't want to be, like, I don't want to, like, break the charm because I, only give a fuck about the action and the reaction instead of the feeling and the sensation of what I was experiencing that the phone didn't have anything to do with. Well, I think it's pretty easy for guys to reject us. I think it's pretty easy for people to reject us. I think that at the end of the day, if he does want to reject you, he will, ultimately. And whether the lines are defined or not. Well, you know, we don't know what their experiences are. Everybody's experiences are different. I mean, I had one guy, you know, I had one guy, like, sit outside my house, leave gifts, you know, all kinds of stuff. You know, and my mom called me on the phone. She's like, who's this guy? So she described him, and I guess at one point my dad went out there to get his name or something, because he left a bunch of stuff at the house for me. And I was like, oh yeah, that's my bass player. But what I didn't really realize is that my bass player, you know, had a big time crush on me, and you know, when I told him, dude, like, you're 35 and I'm like 15. You know, we've hired you and pay you money to show up and play gigs and be a part of the band and record music with me. But I'm never going to be your girlfriend. Please stop sending challah bread. Please stop sending chocolates. Please stop sending batteries and guitar pedals and 8 tracks and 4 tracks and guitar strings and flowers. Just stop. You can still be in the band, but just fucking stop. So, this is how I mean, when I reject a man, I'm very honest. And letting them down easy. But this guy, when I rejected him, like, he literally had to go all out and embarrass me in front of my friends and our musical peers. Like, so I have that to have some kind of, you know, trauma at that time in my life to be like, well, wow, maybe I'll never, ever, ever talk to a guy again, because what if he does this again? You know what I mean? Like, so you don't really know what other people have been through. I mean, I won't even get in a relationship because I'm terrified of people. But yeah, I sit here every night and talk to a bunch of strangers. And some of you have become like my friends online, and we talk regularly. But does that mean I feel safe meeting you? I don't know. It took me years and years and years and years and years and years of like knowing Molly to meet her face to face. So you never know what this guy's been through. Maybe he's been through, you know, a woman who, like, he broke up with her and she showed up at his house and knocked on the door screaming for an hour, or stalked him, or, you know, you just don't know until they tell you or they open up about it. You know, people don't usually start talking about that kind of thing. Hey, I got this crazy bitch and she follows me around. Like, you know, I don't know. I mean, have you ever met a guy and instantly he starts talking about, like, the fucking of other women that have traumatized him? I mean, this happens to me often, but I don't know if that's because most of the guys I talk to are, like, musicians, too. So we just start talking about this kind of thing regular, like, normally, because we're songwriters, and songwriters talk about this kind of thing, like, because we write love songs and things like that. I don't think that men have. I think you're mistaken. I think everybody has trouble being honest until they decide to be honest with themselves about things in regards to, you know, until they know what they want as well. Like, I don't think that all men. I don't think you can just put all men in a category of of them being having trouble being honest. No, I don't think honesty has anything to do with gender. I really don't. More women have hurt me than men, believe it or not. So, I was just telling you straight up, bro. Just telling you straight up. Okay. Alright. I really don't think that, I really don't think or feel that honesty discriminates. I think honesty, I don't think that you could be either gender and it makes you more honest or not. I really don't. I know it kind of sounds like bullshit, but you don't want to know what I think of women. You really don't. I also think that women are completely different species than men. Well, it's good that you've come across honest people. That's what's important at the end of the day. I myself have only expected the best version of people when I meet them. I never go into the idea or the thought of, are they honest? Are they a good person? Are they compatible with me? No, I just kind of roll with it and don't really care. And I think that's only because I've had to like spend a lot of time in my life with my ears closed and just feel things out. So it's a little bit easier for me to like feel things out intuitively and just know. Just like kind of know also. But I also think that, and you know, that being somebody who expects, you know, the best version of people when they show up, I feel like that's really keeping me in a good place with a lot of good people who have my best interest showing up for me, Ari. Well, is that why you start asking them if you're going to spend the rest of your life together on date one? I think it takes more than one date, Ari. Although I will be really honest. I have looked at a man and known that he was the one. So, have fun when you find him. So, yeah, it's getting pretty late. If anybody wants to buy a reading, it would be a good time to do it now because I'm going to be closing the tarot and turning off the light here in about 10 minutes. Maybe 15, maybe sooner. You know, I also am one of those people that I like to keep people in the version of themselves, in the version of them that I like, or that I expect as well. So it's like, you ain't talking to me? Okay, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Love you. Hate my guts? Alright, that's fine. Okay, whatever. Love you. Have a good day. Oh, you think that I'm a troll? You think that I'm a witch? You think that I'm not talented? Okay, that's fine. I don't give a fuck. Love you. Have a good day. Like, I just don't give a fuck. And I think that it's gotten to the point where it's like the don't give a fuck attitude has really helped me get to the point in my life where it's like, you know what? I really truly can happy and do whatever I want. I'm free from giving a fuck about, you know, worrying about what people might say or think or do regarding what I'm thinking and saying and doing. Like, they don't have to live in my shoes. They should try walking in my shoes for like 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Before judging me. I'll be right back. I gotta turn the eucalyptus off. I got a little potpourri thing going. But, you know, I think that, Ari, I'm just also not like I'm not naturally a paranoid person. You know, I know who I am. I know who I'm going to be when I get to the end of me, and I'm very pleased with myself as a person, as an artist. I mean, I can't say I'm happy with the things that I have experienced. But I can say that I am more joyful for experiencing more joy than probably many others have. Yeah, I'm totally like, don't really give a fuck. And I think that's because at the end of the day, I have met myself deeply. I know truly who I am. I know I know that, I know that I just feel good about who I've been, where I've been, what I've done, and who I am as a person. So it's like, I just can't, I can't, I feel really stable in who I am as a person and who I've been for a very long time as a person. That's why when people start throwing words like integrity and impeccable around me, it's kind of like... And I'm talking about like businesses, corporations that want to kind of try to suck you into their business. Or maybe even people you work for, or hire you, or, they might want to make you think or feel that their business sense or even their character is impeccable and that integrity is important to them, when really those are just some flashy words that really need to be shown, not said. So you want to make sure that you are focusing on more on a person's integrity and intentions in regards to showing you honesty, really, than if they're I don't know. I just don't feel like I think that what's going on between two people face to face is more important than what's really going on sometimes between the texting when you first know each other. I know that any guy that likes me that I might like would much rather see me face to face than on the phone. or text on the phone. Or talk to me on the phone instead of text on the phone. And you have to understand that guys are very visual, Ari. So the dry ass texting just might not be doing it for him. I try to send as many voice messages as I can. I think it's important for people to hear the emotion in my voice. Especially with the things that are important to me to say. But I don't know. You know, I don't know what you're looking for, but you should just, you know, you're just to stay on the path you're on. You know, you've been doing fine with that. You know what you want. There's no point in blurring the lines. You know, for a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of moment. You can have a lot of those if you want still, but I mean, you never know. We're having this conversation and you're living with your roommate, but you know, you could turn around and, you know, meet the man of your dreams tomorrow and move in with him instead and then live happily ever after. But you could also stay single for the next 30 years and never meet anybody that you ultimately found what you wanted something with because you didn't speak up right away. So like what I was trying to say was tell people what you want right away. And if they don't want to, you know, if they're not interested in that, then keep moving on, because you know, you don't want to get 6 weeks, 6 months, 1 year into it and they never wanted what you wanted in the first place. Now, sometimes you can meet somebody and get with them and they don't know what they want until 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the road. But you should definitely know, you know. So here's my thing, and this is what I tell everybody. You pretty much know if you're going to be getting a commitment and a long-term. When someone's really into you and the vibes are high, there's no waiting. It's love, man. And it don't fucking matter what your phone number is, who's texting or not texting, who's calling or not calling, who's anywhere or upside down the street, upside down. Your mom who? Okay, and that is love. So what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, like, everyone's always like, I have to find, you know, I gotta figure out how to find, or I gotta, not until I meet the right man. Well, trust me, meeting the right man is not even waiting 6 weeks to know. It's either on like Donkey Kong or it's not on. I'm sorry. I know, and I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but I'm saying just naturally, like when two people, chemistry and their connection, because you can't. It's the connection thing. You can't make a connection. It's just there, and when it's strong, it's fire. It's straight fire, Ari, and there is nothing to get in the way of that kind of straight fire. I mean, unless, of course, someone did something heinous, and then it drives a wedge between that straight fire, but still, they'll be probably straight fire. Whether you like it or not, whether you're together or not, whether or not you're even in the same country or not, or same state. Yeah. Relatable to you. Well, and you never know. You might even get in a situation where you know somebody is the one, but maybe they just don't know, or they feel that way, and y'all end up with somebody else. So that can happen too. That happens a lot too, where people end up with whatever's just in front of them, or what's been, you know, what's been in front of them for years, instead of, you know, maybe something that might have been different, and less tangible, that might have been more interesting at the end of the day. I don't know. Love is a strange thing, but I'll tell you what, dating doesn't really have to be that hard. I just think that people, like, you know, people love differently. They have different loving experiences, and I think that we can learn to be better people. I think we can learn to be better friends. I think we can learn to be better lovers. But we can certainly learn to be better partners, husbands, wives, friends, people. If we can start with becoming better people, I mean, you know, anything is possible. So I'm going to go ahead and do the free collective message for the evening, because I'm at 3% and the iPad's going to die. And I've been on the phone since 7 o'clock this morning, and I really probably should go to bed. So I'm going to pick a Power Spirit deck card. Just some random one. It's really pretty. I think that's in Arizona, Ari. Witness, card number 44, East, direction East, color yellow. Live in your sacred witness. This inner place of silence and observing is a true identity, and therefore your true power. Your sacred witness is all you really have when all else is gone. Like monoliths in an ancient valley of great stones, it observes and remembers the passage of the ages, the answers that you find through the timelessness of spirituality and the innocence of nature offer the infinite. Each human being is on his or her own path, each different from yours. Answers to your questions are rarely found in another human. Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and Answer your own questions by reflecting on nature and conversing with your own sacred witness, like the things that you're witnessing in your relationships, in other people's lives, and the things around you in the world. What are you witnessing? Maybe it's time to go out in nature and observe nature in its fall and winter transition right now, as the winter solstice comes in the next couple weeks. What's transitioning in you at this time? What are you witnessing? Maybe it's time to get out in that nature and purge some of that trauma that you've witnessed. Maybe not necessarily trauma that's even happened to you, but that you've witnessed happening to other people. So I'm just going to say goodnight here. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do Spiritbox. We'll do Rempod. Maybe it'll be a little bit busier. So yeah, thank you, Ari, so much for coming by. Thank you, Meryl. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, everyone who came by and hung out with me tonight. I appreciate you all. I'll tell you what, Ari. I have been halfway around the block and back. And I've had a lot of experiences. And a lot of those t-shirts that are in my closet that I've had these experiences with, like, there's just some of them I'm not going to wear again. And like one of them is, you know, not feeling comfortable. I gotta feel comfortable in my skin. I can't be doing things that trigger me just because they might make me feel more free and independent. Because nothing feels more free and independent to me than having little to no triggers. Alright, you guys. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. Love you. Sweet dreams. Kalanita. Music is sacred, and no prison will hold this movement down.